Let's do this. Good evening, leaders. Oh, wow. Can you believe it? We are on the 5th week and it's the last week of me taking you through what Don Failure is teaching us. And tonight is actually quite emotional. When I was preparing these slides, it was really emotional. And I would love to start with this song because it really reminded us of where we come from. And for some reason, this song carried us, carried us from where we started. You see how we started within APL Go. It was quite an interesting one for South Africa. We started April 2021. I can't believe that next month we're celebrating 3 years. And we had major challenges for like a year and a half. It was the most challenging times. When you are starting something, you encounter challenges. And this song was introduced to us. I think Natalia loved it so much that it was ingrained in us. Every time we hear it, we think of her. So I wanted to start this session by saying thank you to her and saying the lyrics of this song, it's not the whole song that I'm going to share, but the lyrics of this song really, every time you hear it, you're just going to stand up from where you are and you're going to start doing something. And I want to say to you, Natalia, thank you. It's been a bumpy ride, but right now we can see where we are going. And
thank you, Jules.
we
thank
keep
you.
Yes, we keep on and we go on, and we have grown so much from where we come from. And I would also like to say, I want to say thank you to the power of the collective. There are those leaders that we started with. Gosh, I'm making a speech as if I'm saying goodbye or something. That's so weird. But I'm sorry, it was just so emotional for me because I kind of remembered where we come from. The leaders that we started with, Lesego, Lerato, Lesedi, Fetsang, Njebo, Anna, Refilwe. Oh my goodness. I don't know who I'm going to leave out. Please remind me in the chats, leaders, who else. But we decided that we're going to do this together, whether or not we're in one structure or not, whether or not our actions kind of affect our business directly or indirectly, but we had to keep APL going in South Africa. And here we are today. So please understand why I'm emotional today, because we're about to celebrate 3 years and it's been amazing. So while we wait for others to come through, let's listen to the lyrics of the song and what it says. And I hope it moves you like it moved us.
Wanna hear, keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. I put my armor on so you are from my end. I put my armor on, I saw you dead. I'm unstoppable. I'm a force of mental breaks. I'm invincible. And I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today.
I think you were still singing along. So
Yes.
let me just do this.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. I put my armor on so you are from my end. I put my armor on, I saw you dead. I'm unstoppable. I'm a force of mental breaks. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful.
Oh my goodness. Julia, thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, that just made me a bit teary. And I just want to say we are unstoppable. And we are here because, oh my goodness. So yeah, I hope that song said something to you. I hope you know the song. If not, check it out. It is amazing. It is amazing. Check the lyrics of the song and you'll be empowered. And tonight is the night where I finish off the series. It's the 5th week, and it is the last one that I'll be talking about, because I'm going to finish off the napkins. We have 10 napkins that Don Faila has graciously taught us. And tonight is the last one. So next week, you will know who will be coming onto this SPS Thursday. You will know who will be talking about the topic that they would have chosen. But for this one, it is the last one. So before I continue, can you just tell me if you have attended all 5? If you have attended all 5 sessions, type 5. If you attended 4 of them, 4, 3 of them, put a 3 in there, 2 of them. And if this is the first one, just say 1. I'm taking a look at the chat. Yeah, Mina, you've become unstoppable indeed, eh? Indeed, leadership. Ah, that song. Okay, I don't know why did I do that to myself, but hey, Raisiva has been here. Leaders, Mina, Natalia, all the way. Deliway, you're only attending today, I believe. Elizabeth, only today. Jane, all 5 of them. Ntabi saying today. Salva, yes, all 5. Ray, 2. Sylvia, 4 of them. Okay. Noctula, 3. Liza, 5. Sizani, this is the first one you are attending. All right. Tulani, 3 of them. Pauline, 3. Newe, 4 of them. Josina, I see that. You're joining us tonight. Ndali, this is not the first time you're attending, so I don't know why you're saying 1. Gemina, 4. Yeah, some of you, I know, so you can't say 1, Ndali. All right, let's see. Okay. Marcella says 4. I also got the book printed. Oh, wow. Okay. That's awesome, Mina. That's awesome. I hope you were also Googling and not just listening to me and checking his other videos. There are other teams that are using his system of doing network marketing. So if you really want to know more and follow the system and try to understand how you can incorporate it in what you're doing, or actually make it your main business, because others prefer to do network marketing in another way. But Don Failure says, this is what I say is network marketing. So if it's the second or the first time coming through, I encourage you to go listen to all the other recordings. There are 4 recordings before this one, so that you get to understand those other napkins that we talked about. However, even today, what I'm going to share, you're going to follow, you're going to understand. It's just that you missed the other 7 napkins that we talked about. I would like to, again, just say thank you so much for joining in. And tonight, we are talking about napkin 8, 9, and 10. Can you believe it? We made it. Please note that the book has 16 chapters. Therefore, napkin 10 is chapter 11. So there are 5 more chapters that you still need to be going through. So that's your task. Please go read it for yourself. It's just a system. And take note that the book was written a while back. So some of the things are a bit outdated in terms of technology. We can do certain things differently. However, in terms of what the system is, it still stands, it stands through time. So let's take a look at these napkins. All right. The first one is napkin 8. All right, so in this napkin, the title is "The Sizzle Sells the Steak." So what the teaching is on this napkin is that make sure that you meet your team so that you can keep the energy going. But it's not really only about the energy of the team. Make sure that weekly you have sessions with your team. So if you need to meet, and if you can, make sure you meet in a public place, make sure you meet in a restaurant. And the reason you want to do that is that the more you are sitting together talking about this business, the other people around you are hearing and eavesdropping in terms of what you're talking about. Another important thing about why you need to have these meetings in a public place is that you need to do it in a casual format. Don't make it too formal. All right. And don't make it like a training session. Make it like a discussion session where you come in together and say, wow, you did well. What is it that you need help with? You know, how has the third party questions helped you, you know, anything that you need to know about the napkins, right? We teach each other when we come together. Now, where does the sizzle sell the steak is, you know, when you put steak and you want to sizzle it and you want to eat this steak, it always has that sound, right? That sizzle sound. And that sizzle sound is what will bring out the beautiful smell of the steak, and you would want to eat that steak. So when you are there, you are saying, come on a weekly basis, let's meet, let's help each other out. What are your struggles, you know? And when you meet like that, you are also able to bring prospects that still are not sure about being part of the business. Okay. And when you are there, the prospect is not listening to you now. It's just looking at this team interacting, how you're helping each other. The prospect will also be interested. So there's so many elements that happens at the sizzle sessions. So make sure that you get your team in a place where it's public. That's the advice. However, because we have technology, like now, we are meeting like this, you are welcome to invite your prospect to these sessions. They are not members yet. Remember, the Thursday sessions are more about us talking to each other, training each other, motivating each other. But you are able to have your own team meetings or have these sessions. You say, look, come and hear how we get to train each other, how we talk to each other. And because now the prospect is now listening to a third party, that's another way to close your prospect. And also, because you get a chance as a member of the business to ask questions and your questions get answered within the training, this prospect is like, oh, so I don't need to know much. I will be helped. I'll be trained. My questions will be answered. So you're giving them a taste of the culture, a taste of how you live. Okay. So when we talk about the sizzle as well, we know that, you know, there has to be some fire for this to happen. So let me explain the analogy that Don talks about when he says, when you have these sessions, you must have. So you go to the restaurant, you are meeting your team. If you just go and you meet one person, it's like you're putting only one log and you want to light a fire. The fire is not going to be that much, it's going to be just a little flame, right? But if two people come, then you add another log. You know, like when you're building a fire, if you want a big fire, you add more logs, right? But if you want just a small fire, then it's one log. So imagine the two of you are coming, you're like, hi, how are you? And you're greeting each other. You're wearing the same kind of clothes, you know, branded the same, whatever the case is. And then the fourth person comes. Now it's a big fire. There's this energy that comes when there's a number of people sitting together. So the idea really is for you as team members to gain energy from each other, motivate each other, speak to each other, you know, show each other the business, but also to really in a way indirectly saying whoever is sitting around to kind of eavesdrop and kind of want to wonder what is really happening. All right. And also, as I said, your prospect, if you want to bring the prospect, do that. So now that we're using these Zoom sessions, yes, we won't have strangers out of nowhere listening because they wouldn't know that we're having a Zoom session, but at least bring on your prospects. Bring on your prospects and make this interactive. When we train and say, let's make it interactive, let your prospects also see that, oh, so this is how they interact, this is how they speak to each other. And you know, testimonies might come out from there. That's the whole idea of the sizzle sells the steak. And I wrote what I liked when what he said is like, when you then everyone leaves, you know, you're parting goodbyes. You like, you know what? Goodbye. Thank you so much for coming. But just think, this is as hard as you will ever work. So if you were meeting during the day and some people that came there, they were just on their break lunch from work. And then you guys keep on saying this is as hard as you will ever work. They're now thinking, I need to go back to the office. And these people are able to meet just during the day at this time, or whatever the time of the day is, but have some slogan or, you know, tag lines or whatever it is that makes people curious to say, okay, I want this type of life. I want a life where I don't have to rush and go back to work. I want a life where I can sit with people, like-minded people that are thinking of building businesses, you know, people who are working towards financial freedom and they're enjoying their time freedom. I can see that they're sitting there chilling. I can see that they're not on a job. They're not going back to work. So that kind of energy is what Don Failer is talking about. So take this information, do with it as you see you can do it within your team. I know we have teams across the country, across the borders as well. So you just decide how you want to do it. But basically, that is the idea, to say your meeting actually has so much energy. It helps to get the business going. It helps people that were almost saying, I can't do this, to start saying, I can do it. So the more you are when you meet, the better. Right. So this is basically, this is just your meetings. Your meetings, your check-in meetings is not formal. It's you kind of checking in on each other, helping each other out. So that's what napkin number 8 advises us to do. All right. So let's go on to the next napkin, which is napkin number 9. Yeah. So I'm just going to show you videos, and it's linked to the next napkin. So let's watch. Can we go to memory lane? Yeah. APL go.
my God.
We are here.
Like yesterday, you know, like yesterday.
Yeah, there we go, down memory lane. 2021, we were in Russia. So, but 2022, we had to celebrate it here. That was the 11th birthday. If you were there, please type 11. If you were there, please type 11. 11. Okay, let me see. Oh, yes, Letsang. Yes, Mina. Elizabeth, Jane, Pauline. Of course, Mommy. Liza. Wow. So as you can see, a few people in this chat were there. I just want to show you another video. Let's go on memory lane again.
It was the most special day because every year on the 11th of the 11th month, we celebrate APL Go's birthday. Today was 12 years. Wow, what an amazing event it was.
Everything went according to plan, and I think everybody was happy. Seeing people, like a number of people attending the way they did, it shows that we are going somewhere as a business.
Yo, it was very, very good. It was good. Excellent.
I think it's so great to see newly joined people make it and win in this business, because that's ultimately what it's about. It's really about impacting lives. It's about changing people's financial trajectory. And hopefully next year, this time, we'll be celebrating a whole lot of millionaires. That will give me so much pleasure.
It does not matter when you joined, because you can actually be the top earner within APL Go. So for me, it's exciting to see that new people who came in were already on stage. So even if you are new, don't think you need to be here for 2 years before you are on stage. It's amazing.
The journey has been so awesome. We started this journey in April 2021, and now we are in 2023 November celebrating this birthday. And for us, it means a lot because it has changed our lives. And the most important thing is changing the lives out there.
Yes, and we are loving it.
Enriching. I've met a lot of people who I call family today. And like any business journey, it's never easy. But it's been so gratifying to see the results like we've seen today. So I keep being excited about future prospects because it can only get better than it is today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
to say thank you very much to APL, because APL has taught me love. It has showed me what family means, because APL means family. And I've learned a lot during my journey with APL for the past 2 years.
Thank you so much to the corporate team. They've worked tirelessly for this event. You can see the improvement from all the other events we had. Thank you so much for all the core leaders. We have been working so hard to make sure that we make APL Go a brand name in each household.
Big up to you, Sergei Kolikov, for bringing this to Africa. Big up to you, Mom and Papa Africa, for bringing this to Africa. we are changing the world. APL Go, these miracle sweets, these APL Go lozenges are changing the world. And we want to say thank you so much.
Oh, yes. I hope you understand when I say I was really emotional when I was doing these slides because, yo, what an event we had. Please type 12 if you were there. Were you there? Let me see. Were you there? Kahiso, Fetsang. Okay, I see that. Elizabeth, Jane. Were you there? Mami Natalia online, yes. Tilani, you were there. Okay. Were you there? Please type 12 if you were there. Jamina, I see that. Mina, Narato, of course. All right. Leaders, that was 2022 and 2023. That was when we were celebrating APL Go's birthday. What was different from 2022 to 2023? What are the things that came to mind when you were watching this that was different from 2022 to 2020? It's a year exactly. That's the difference. What did you see was the difference? I love talking to you guys. Don't want to talk alone. Okay, Sylvia says a bigger attendance. Okay, all right. Okay. Big number of people. Okay, quantity of partners. All right. All right, number of people. Yes, leaders. The number of people increased. So if we struggled 2022 to fill 150 people. I'm sure we were even less than 120 if I was not mistaken. We struggled. And then a year later, we sold out tickets in 2 weeks. And the venue couldn't even add more people. As you could see the way it is, we couldn't even add more people. So we're about 420 plus. We duplicated ourselves. There is growth. But I want to share something with you about these events. And that leads me to napkin number 9. Please hear me out. Napkin number 9 talks about motivation and attitude. And this is how it's explained, that we have down motivation and we have up motivation. Have you ever realized that if you can go to an event, how motivated you are when you get out of there? Like you just feel like I can conquer the world. If you attend a seminar that talks about how you can make sure that you reach your dreams, you get out of there so motivated. Have you also realized that you can go to church and that Sunday, the few days after that, you are so encouraged to make a difference in your life? But you need to go back the next Sunday. Why? So this is what we call motivation, which is still good. It's still the motivation that we need, but it's a down motivation. Meaning, when you attend these events, you do get motivated, but the motivation wears off. You're going to be excited a week after event, the 2 weeks after the event, you'll be talking about it left, right, and center. How a month, 2 months down the line, you're no longer talking about it. It does not have that energy anymore. The more the days go by, the motivation goes down. But is it important? Yes, it's important. If we're not having events, make sure you at least have sizzle sessions with your teams so that this motivation is rekindled every time. But you do understand where the down motivation comes from. It is because that after a few days or a few months, you are not as excited as when you were leaving that event. Now, before I talk about up motivation, we need to talk about attitude. When you meet a prospect, their attitude is on zero about the business until they get excited and they see what is happening. And then the attitude kind of goes up and they get excited about what's going to happen. They now seeing that their dreams can come true because of APL Go. So you need to keep the motivation like that so that the attitude can still be a positive attitude. And how do you keep this attitude on fire? You need up motivation. Now, what is up motivation? Those of you who already have a team, do you remember the first time you signed up the first person? How excited you were. Now, when you sign up the first person, you only get one bonus, guys, which is the start bonus. Now, you tell me how excited you got when you signed up the second person. Because now you're not only getting the start bonus only, you're getting a group bonus as well. Fine, that is exciting. But let me tell you this. There is nothing thrilling, nothing that will make you jump up and down when you see your team also sponsoring people. When you see your team making money, when you see you are making money from a bonus, you don't know where it comes from. You are on level 2. Your level 2 people, they get level 5, level 3 people. Level 4 people, they get level 5 people. Do you understand that when you have 4 levels deep, there is nothing I can tell you about APL Go because you are making money. Your motivation is up. Your motivation goes up.
Yeah.
And not only that, think about this. You have 4 levels, right? When you sign up, somebody signs up there, the 5th level. Why is this called up motivation? It's because you can sign up someone on the 5th level. This person, just by being part of APL Go with our amazing compensation plan, the person on the 5th level earns money. The person on the 3rd level earns money. The person on the 2nd level earns money. The person on the 1st level earns money. You earn money. That is what we call up motivation. This is the motivation that does not go down. This is the motivation that goes up. Another lovely thing about up motivation is that when your other team members see that there's this person who is building deep and they are making money, do they not get motivated as well? They do. They're like, oh, so this thing is possible. So you need a balance between your down motivation and your up motivation. You need to understand that the one that lasts longer, the one that even if somebody can say, but APL Go this, is the one who has up motivation. So the sooner you sponsor people in your team and you duplicate yourself, you don't need external motivation anymore. It will be there, but even if it's not there, you are going to do this business no matter what, because you are seeing why it's important to build deep. You are starting to understand why when you sponsor someone, you need to train them and you need to help them to make money by also making sure that they do what? They sponsor people 3 levels, 4 levels deep. When they make money, there's motivation for everyone. So this is what napkin number 9 is all about. Don't only rely on the down motivation. I can tell you, you got excited the first time signing up at APL Go, and then you got your supplements, you were like, whoa, and then along the way, you're like, yo, this is not what I thought it is. And then the motivation went down. The only way you're gonna keep your motivation is by doing what? Failure has been teaching us how to sponsor. And that's what I've been trying to convey with all the sessions that I've been doing. You can understand duplication properly for what it means. Your motivation will be so up. Your team members will be motivated. They will just want to do this. And they'll be patient enough to know that it is going to happen ultimately. Let's go on to the next one.
You see, in the pyramid.
Okay. The video that I'm going to play, please note that the accent might be a bit difficult for you to hear, but there are subtitles. So look at the subtitles as well. I would really like you to hear him out, because this takes us to the napkin number 10. Okay, so pay close attention to what he is saying and make sure that you look at the subtitles so that you can follow. But this, I just felt that it explained it beautifully, and you will see how it fits into the last napkin.
You see, in the pyramid of wealth, you have 5 sets of people. The first set of people you have are what we call people that are in financial crisis.
Financial crisis.
They are at the bottom of the triangle. They are in financial crisis. Nothing is working. They don't have, some of them don't even have job. They are begging. They Gen 2K, help me.
Yes,
Can I say my account number? Poor people. But next to that are people that are in what you call financial instability. They are not in crisis. Some of them work, but maybe they earn 50,000. By the end of the month, they have borrowed 20,000. So by the time they collect the next 50, they return. So the money they take home cannot take them home. They are making money, but the money is not enough for what they need. So they are unstable because money is coming, but it's not enough today. So maybe you sell market today, tomorrow you didn't sell market. Then go this. So they are unstable. Then there is the third set of people. They are in what we call financial stability. Now these are people that we call middle class, lower upper class. Yes. They are working. They have good salaries. The money can take care of them. They have a house. They might even be landlord. They have cars. They travel abroad. Their children are in private school. These people are financially stable, but they are the most deceived set of people in that triangle. You know why? Deceived. Yeah, they are deceived because they think that all is well, but all is not well. Because one major thing about them is the reason why they are stable is because they have a good source of income. But the day they lose their job, in 3 months they are poor. They have gone down. So you see a lot of all these people. Now you say these are big boys. They are just poor people. Why? Because once they lose their job now, in 90 days they are poor. Because everything that they are having is based on the income that is coming. So every month maybe they earn 3.5 million, 5 million, 6 million a month. So they can even have a house, they are paying mortgage, or they even buy a house or build over time. They have cars, they are traveling abroad, their children, they have some money in their account, so they think that they are big. But let one crisis hit them, they are back to instability. Let them lose their job, they are back to instability. Then we now have the people that are in financial independence. Okay. That is when you start talking wealth. So you see, at that time, you are talking about, at that point, when you are in financial independence, you have come to a point where you have enough assets that the money that is flowing from the assets can take care of everything you need and more. So you work, money is coming. Do you understand now? So you are now in financial independence. But there's another realm ahead of that, is called financial freedom. So when you now enter financial freedom, it means that it's not only about you. If you decide to take care of 1,000 people every month, because life is all about impact. You start out with survivor, you become successful, then you move to significance. But in order for you to come out of survivor, you must have significance mindset at the point of survivor. That's what takes you to success. So those are the things that a lot of people don't understand. So when you get to financial freedom, it's not about, because life is about impact. You are too small to be the purpose of God for your life. How many cars can you drive? How many clothes can you have? How many food? So really, life is about impact. Money is a reward for solving a problem, and money is a tool for the fulfillment of purpose. So money is nothing but a tool to make impact. So at that point, that's why you have rich people today that have foundations giving billions away, and they are still rich. Why? Because they are in financial freedom. So, but a lot of people are struggling. They are at the survival level and they want to blow. But you see, the reason why they cannot become significant is because you don't blow, you grow. When you are struggling, at that struggling time, you must not have survival mentality. You must have significance mentality. Survival and significance. Yes, even though you don't have money, you are poor, you are jobless, your mindset should be, I want to make an impact, I want to make a difference, I want to be significant, not I want to make money. It is when you are now making impact, being significant, that you come out of survivor and become successful. How can you become significant without trying to make money? That is the problem. You are not supposed to be looking for money. You are supposed to be looking for problem to solve and impact to make. You see, value is meeting need, solving problem, answering questions. So I'm a poor man. I live in a face where I face you. I'm squatting with 3 people. I don't even have money to buy toothpaste. I'm jobless. But in my mind, I want to make impact. So in that compound, what is that? We need somebody to volunteer to go and be paying NEPA bill for us. So, since I'm available, I will do that. You are making impact. We need to do roster to sweep. Some people will sweep in the morning. You say, no problem. When it's your turn to sweep, you sweep. On the street, they say they need people for vigilante that wait from 3 to 6 a.m. 2 hours every night. You volunteer. Why? You don't have money. You are a poor man, but you are making impact. Because you may not have money, you have brain. You may not have money, you have time. You may not have money, you have energy. You may not have money, you have life. But people, I can't come and keep myself. I beg. That's why you are still poor. Because nobody will know your value if you don't offer it. It is as you are doing that without money. Say, okay, one of you that have been volunteering. One day somebody will now come and say, who are the people? Say, okay, who are the people that have been doing this job? They are volunteers. I say, what do they? We don't pay. They say, okay, let me give them this money. Oh, you don't have a job? Come and work here. That's how it starts. But because we are always thinking survival, I can't come and keep myself. Have you ever asked yourself, why are people at the bus stop and at the garages? They say they are area boys, they are garage boys, and they are there all their life begging for money. 10 years later, they are still there. 50 years, they are still there. Do you think that's their destiny? Because they are thinking survivor. I just want to eat. I just want to eat. Once they start thinking significance and they start thinking impact, they will not be there for too long.
All right, leaders, I don't need you to type for me in the chats, but from what he said, you can place yourself on this pyramid. And see how far you are from financial freedom. That's what I would love for you to do. He explained it from the bottom up. and the mentality we need to have to make sure that we get to financial freedom, not just financial independence. I realize sometimes that we love using these words, but we don't understand what they mean. When he explained financial independence, I thought, that's it. And then he explained financial freedom, like, oh, so I thought financial independence is financial freedom. No. But one thing that came out for me was you need to give value to people. Then the money will come. That's why when we look at our society at this moment, a lot of graduates, a lot of people are sitting home. They're not giving value. They're waiting to be paid for something. They're not looking around to see, okay, I'm good with this. Let me do it. Ultimately, you will be recognized somehow and you will get opportunities because of the value that you give. You need to take time to build. If you rush without doing proper steps, proper things, proper systems that you need to put in place, you are going to build and then it will crash. I know. So you can have a lot of money. How you got the money will determine if you will still have the money years to come. This is what we would like professional networkers to think. Can we change the narrative of people thinking that network marketing is a scam? People thinking you can make money in network marketing, but not for long. People thinking that you can't have financial freedom, you can't build wealth. Can we not be the network marketing of the I blew it? You be like, that person had money from network marketing. Now they have nothing. We need to start studying what financial freedom really is and what is it that we need to do. If you just want quick cash and then along the way it doesn't work, please do not blame network marketing because you were not doing it the way it's supposed to be done. So if you attended with me with all the other sessions and you never understood what I was saying, I want you to hear this. Treat your network marketing business like a business. Treat it like a legacy that you want to build. It will then take care of you that way. So how does this take us into?
You see, in the
napkin number 10. Napkin number 10, leaders, it says Pentagon of Growth. Now, Pentagon is a 5-sided shape, as you can see here, the red one. 5 sides. So what it means is, because we are talking about duplication, where you see number 1 is where you're starting. You start with your 5 people and you train, you coach, help them to get their 5 people. Right? I only went up to 4th level. You do know it goes further than that. But when you help them so that they can also teach they are old. It means that out of your 5, the first 2 that are now independent from you, they have duplicated themselves. It means you have space to add 2 more people. Then you go to the second side of the pentagon. So it means you just don't stop at 5. What we are saying is, if you have 5 people that you are training, please focus 100% on them. Help them to make money. As they get independent one at a time, they will not do that at the same time. Then it means you have space to add more people. Ultimately, those 5 will also duplicate themselves. It means that the second side of the pentagon says, now that you are free from the first 5, you can now make sure that you sponsor the next 5. And it will all happen congruently, leaders. It will not just say, I'm done with my 5 and they're all on the same stage, right? As and when they become independent, you go on. There'll be time where you have 10 people and they've all duplicated themselves. Then you can continue to the third side. And then you continue to the fourth side. Meaning you can continue. You can decide that every year you're going to sponsor 5 people and you're going to make sure these 5 people are duplicated. Even if it takes you a year for just the first 5. You know, if you can do the first 5, helping and training the second 5, it will be so much easier because you will have so many lessons learned that you're going to improve what you were doing on the second one. Meaning it might take you less time. So for you to finish off the whole pentagon, you will have 25 first levels. Imagine how much that would be. Imagine your organization, you having 25 people on your first level that understand and know how to do network marketing properly, that can duplicate themselves, that can teach people to do the same thing. By the time you get to the 5th side, you're just starting to get your first 5. How much money are you making? Even if this takes you 3-4 years, leaders, this is a lot of money. I know I'm not going to talk about money because I know we've been talking about, you understand 5 by 5, how much you can make out of it. This is the system that you need to be following. Now, when we talk of you having enough money so that you can do the things that you want to do with the people that you love, without wondering about how much anything is. That's it. Because it means you can do whatever it is that you want. All you have to do is to help other people as well get to financial freedom. Give value. Give value. Support your team. Be the sponsor you wish you had. I'm really wanting you to let this sink in and understand that this is lifetime. You can decide that after you're done with your pentagon, that you are not sponsoring anymore. But you'll be so used to it and it comes easy to you that you will naturally do it. But I want to share something very powerful with you. Do you see on the top right, it says nanogram. And nanogram, it's 9 sides. And APL Go has 9 leaders. So when I looked at this, I was working on the slide. I was like, I could take this pentagon, each of these sides, as the 9 legs within APL Go. So actually, yes, here we're talking about a pentagon, but in APL Go, you can build 9 legs and you earn 8 of them. So leaders, tell me this. When a flower doesn't bloom, when a flower is dying, do you blame the flower or its environment? Flower or environment? Let me see.
Environment.
The environment. Okay. Do you agree? Do you blame the flower or the environment? Okay. Is there a response in the chat?
Environment.
Environment.
Yes.
Yes, leaders. We blame the environment. So you either change the fact that maybe this flower needs to be next to a window, or this flower needs to be outside, or you need to change the soil, or you need to change how many times you water it. Now, leaders, when you don't succeed in your business, you need to change your environment. You need to change, you need to look around. What is affecting me? Am I sitting with people who are discouraging me? Are the people around me helping me to grow, or they are a distraction? Then if that is not the people, then it means maybe it's self-development. Are you reading books? Are you studying the people who succeeded? Are you giving yourself information to understand what is going on? Because for you to bloom, you need to feed yourself with fertile soil. You need to go outside in the sunlight and be with people that are going to motivate you to do that. There are so many things you can do with your environment. You can start attending all the events. You can start making sure that you always are asking questions. You can be the gold ship. Do that. And you will bloom. You know, I just realized this, like our life is a microwave lifestyle, right? Have you warmed food in your microwave, and when you take it out, it's hot outside and it's still cold inside? Have you realized that there are times where your food will be hot outside? You microwaved it, but inside it's cold. If you're not gonna put this food on a stove and be patient so that your food can warm up and you can enjoy your food, we are living a microwave life. We want things instantly. Outside, you're gonna look like you have money. Outside, you're gonna look like you are making it until everything collapses, until the team leaves, because you did not do what a sponsor needed to do. So what do you need to do? Set a fire, take time. Anything that goes through fire, it's so strong. Get your stove, it takes time to warm. But when it warms the food, you're gonna enjoy it. And it's gonna be warm for longer than when it comes from a microwave. Leaders, let's own our lives. Let's take responsibility of our lives. Self-development is important. So what Don Failer is teaching us, you might look at it like, when I'm gonna make my money. You can do this groundwork, your foundation, reach bedrock, take a year to do that. After that, you're a goner. After that, you would have made it. I just want to say thank you so much for being with me up to this far. The more I speak, the more I hear myself as well. I'm speaking to myself as well. It helps me keep grounded. It helps me to keep on going. The more I say it, the more I ingrain it in myself. I hope these 5 sessions have really helped you. And I can never explain how grateful I am that you actually came in and listened. Leaders, thank you so much. Julia, Maleka, out. You're welcome to unmute, ask questions for clarity. You're welcome to comment, say anything that you really want to say. I'm just full of appreciation tonight, and I'm just emotional of how far we've come. Thank you, leaders. Let me take a moment to hear you. Let's start about bua. Ongakhuluma, ukabua. You're welcome. Oh, Teta.
Hi, leaders.
Hello,
Julia.
leader.
Yes, Leader Julia, it's Raisibe here.
Hi, Raisibe.
Hi, my leader. Can you please repeat that answer for the question you have lastly asked, which says, have you warmed the food in the microwave? And when we take out, it's hot inside and cold outside. To us as leaders, we have said something about that, but I didn't grasp it. So I just wanted you to repeat here if possible.
Repeat that. Okay. I was asking if there are leaders who have tried to warm their food. When they take it out of the microwave, outside it's hot. Outside it's hot. Like even on the side of the plate or whatever, it looks like it was about to burn. But when you put your fork inside that food, inside it's still cold. So I was using that analogy to show that when you build your business and you're not building it to build it deep, meaning showing your 5, how to find their 5, how to find their 5, you are going to look for 20 people. Outside, you look hot because your first level is 20 people. But because you're not teaching them how to go deep, guess what's going to happen to the 20 people? Along the way, they're going to leave. And you're going to end up not having a team anymore. You will not be having money anymore. And you're going to blame network marketing or APL Go or anything like that. That's a microwave way of doing business or of life. But if you choose the stove way, the stove takes time to warm your food. I get it, we are impatient, Rona. So the stove takes time to warm your food. So the stove analogy is warm your food there on the stove. Why are we comparing it to you doing business? Is because we are saying, take time to teach your 5 so that your 5 can teach your 5 all the way down. That means inside that pot on the stove, it will be warm as well. Don't choose the quick way out. Choose the way in such a way that the steps that will help you reach financial freedom, where you don't have to look at Lerato anymore. Lerato is just on their own. They have duplicated themselves, and you are having what we call residual income from that. So that's the where the analogy comes from. I don't know if so far it makes sense.
Oh, understood. Thank you so much, my leader. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Raisibe. Thank you so much for asking. It seems like the others are afraid to talk to me. It's my last night. Can I just hear some of you? I see the thank yous in the chats.
Can I come
I
in?
don't know if that-
Can I come in?
Yes, Leader Tulani. You're welcome, leadership.
My coach, you have destroyed me today. I'm destroyed. You know, I don't even know what to say. I've learned a lot. And this pyramid, it destroyed me. You know, I was actually like on number 2 from the top, thinking that yes, I am there.
Yeah.
Even the work was telling that. That the inside was empty, and it is empty. Yeah. So no, yeah. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, my coach. I really learned a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tulani. Someone else wanted to speak? Was there someone else? I think when Tulani was talking, there was someone else. Okay.
I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak myself. Thank you.
Hi, Maleka.
Thank you for these napkins and the presentations. One thing that resonated to me with these teachings as you came with them is it's a simple system, and a lot of us don't know a lot of us in network marketing don't know what network marketing is. And this just sort of, it breaks it down. So we have to unlearn what we thought we knew and relearn fresh. And thank you for just hammering it home and hammering it home and hammering it home, so that I think we know what we need to do. It's just now to really work it afresh. Thank you very much, Julie. And yeah, I've got confidence that I can, with consistency, I will get where I need to get to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leader Totliso. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Okay.
I see they say there was a hand up. I don't see it. Who is it? Constance, did you say? Okay, I'm not sure because I don't see it now.
It was
But
Tintswalo.
Oh, Tintswalo.
Mm.
Okay. I don't know if
The hand
she's
is
still.
now. It was up for so long.
Or is it?
I guess you didn't. And I couldn't
No, when
myself to...
when you're projecting, you can't see it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hopefully,
if
leaders,
she's available,
we have a group where we meet, the support group, or any other questions. If you need my number, you can ask. But let's talk about it. Continue reading the book. I had to read it a couple of times for me to get certain aspects. So do that. And let me not keep you for long. I see a lot of people are like speechless, or maybe are confused, some of you, because you have to say, now you confuse it, you know? You're like, Julia, you confused me. Like, you know, I'm listening the whole hour, am I right? No, man. And if that is you, ask, and then later in the chats, in the WhatsApp chats, we will help each other. So let's do that. Let's help each other out. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Let's have a lovely Easter. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you and good night.